Just 20 minutes from Krakow's Old Town Square is the Wieliczka Salt Mine, one of the most valuable monuments of material and spiritual culture in Poland. Each year, it is visited by more than 1 million tourists from all over the world. Listed on the UNESCO World Heritage List, the mine consists of 20 chambers chiseled out of the rock salt, unique salt statues, amazing underground salt lakes, and majestic timber constructions. When you visit, you go with a group of people under the supervision of a tour guide. At the start of the tour, you climb down 350 steps until you reach one of the shafts, where your guide tells you everything you want to know about the history of the mine and its secrets. The descent into the mine caves is 800 steps down, but the winding venture is worth it. You can see some salt formations on the ceilings and walls, and your guide even tells you that you can lick the walls as the salt prevents bacteria from growing. As you travel further down the mine, you encounter some dioramas of the miners as well as sculptures of the country's most beloved figures. Devout miners working in dangerous conditions dedicated themselves to building 4 chapels, the oldest of which is nearly 400 years old. Miners started carving out one of the most spectacular chapels you will ever see in 1896. Over the next 70 years, they created the largest of the mine's churches filled with religious sculptures, including a replica of Da Vinci's The Last Supper carved into the rock salt. There are also life-size sculptures of Poland's most important figures, as well as a statue of Pope John Paul II hovering over the room on a pedestal. Even the altar and the chandeliers you see here are intricately carved out of salt. But not all the statues are religious in nature. One cave depicts Snow White's 7 dwarfs hauling salt from the site. Halfway along the route, visitors will have a moment of reflection on the shores of one of the saline lakes, while the music of Chopin plays in the background, accompanied by a light and sound spectacle. At the end of the tour, which takes approximately 3 hours, you wind up in this huge chamber where you can buy souvenirs before you go back to the surface by riding a miner's elevator.